Had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup.
And he's good on the second. Here's Money, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Porter with the steal. Pass to Nene, all sorts of time, and the shot falls short this time. Here's Money, covered by Wall. Anthony with the screen on Wall. Hicks. And it's Nene with the rebound. Washington with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
No good from Hicks.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Wall kicks to Nene. And a little luck that time, but it drops. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Money, covered by Wall. Anthony with the screen on Wall. It's Anthony with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Anthony's got his first basket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Nene, the screen. And Wall kicks to Nene. Feeds to Beal. Wrong with one hand and flushes it down.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. Here's Hicks. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Freak.
Washington trailing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wall attacking. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist by Wall. Gortat's got his first points of the night.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. No good from Hicks. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. That gives them the lead.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Anthony with the screen on Wall. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, doubled by Afflalo. Wall passes to Gortat. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. Here's Hicks, and he goes in for the dunk.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Here is Gortat. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Beal. Another one falls for Washington.
And that was Gortat. He usually scores, but that time set a nice screen.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Bulls.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis. But when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
Here's Money. 7 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Anthony can't hit. Wizards have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Outside, Wall. Pass to Beal. The shot. It's rebounded by New York. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Greg, a team that on paper they expect to beat, great teams take care of business against the bottom feeders. We'll see if they can handle that end of the bargain here tonight.
So for the Wizards, Hansbrough's checked in for Nene, and Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And then for New York, Samuel Dalembert. He's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Charlie Villanueva. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch for these guys. Number 5, the Knicks.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Washington with the ball. They trail by 1. Now Sessions. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And for the Knicks, they're shooting an impressive 60% early. Here's Money. He's covered by Sessions. Hicks passes to Williams. Hits the jumper in space.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And the Wizards with possession. It's a 3-point game. Kicks it to Gortat. It's stolen by Dalembert. Here's the break. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things in your own hands.
I tell you what, that's one of those plays where you want to get credit for not only the bucket, but also the assist.
Anthony on the wing. Here's Money. He's covered by Sessions. Here's Hicks. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish.
Puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Such a wide-open look. 6 points here for Beal.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4, and has hit the ground at high speed.
It's stolen by Sessions. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New York.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Wizards making a switch here. Roberts checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. Here's Money. He's got 14. Misses from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Washington has possession. Trailing by 4. In the corner at Sessions. 6 to shoot. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist by Sessions. And it's 6 points for Marcin Gortat. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make second, third, and fourth efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
And Doris, thank you as always. And of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
Yeah, and they can light it up when they get it going. It's going to take a top-notch effort defensively to keep them in check.
And you know what? I think they're up for it. I like to hear Coach acknowledging the challenge they're facing. They know what they're in for.
Hicks. Shot is no good, and it's Washington the other way. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Roberts. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Money. He's got 16. Williams dishes to Calderon. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And the Knicks lead by 5.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
There's the pass to Roberts. They get it back. They shoot again. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Money. Williams, a screen on Sessions. Down low. Outside for Robinson. Here's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
From deep three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks leading by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And John Wall's the kind of guy that has his eye on the changes. Gortat has come in for Hansbrough. And Porter subbed in for John Wall. Then for the Knicks, Villanueva comes in for Robin Lopez. And Money subbed in for Jose Calderon. Setting the floor for...
That aspect.
Yeah.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And another miss by Washington. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Money. 18 points for him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Some solid defense there by Nene. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Dishes it to Porter. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Timeout Knicks.
Oh, we got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And he jams it with authority.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Nene kicks to Beal. It's good from long range. Beal's got 16.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
They double him with Nene. Hicks passes to Afflalo. Down low, here's Money. Gortat covering. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's New York.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Sessions. Defense is right there. Nene, the screen. It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Afflalo. The feed now to Sessions. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Knicks leading by 12. Here's Money. 20 points for him. Ramon Sessions with the steal. He kicks it to Nene. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Hicks. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Porter, no luck.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Money. He's covered by Sessions. Screen by Villanueva. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hicks. Washington with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Ryan Roberts is checked in for Bradley Beal. Williams, he's checked in for New York. Robinson comes in for Aaron Aflalo.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for 2.
Gallenberg, 2 free throws.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
There's Porter with the 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Nene, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Money. He's got 22. Goes up at the stripe. Gallenberg passes to Hicks. Here's Roberts, defended by Hicks. And Nene has it in the corner. Porter against Robinson. Porter kicks to Roberts. From outside the arc. Count that one. Roberts got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Money. Outside Robinson. Passes to Hicks. Deep 2 from Anthony. The good-looking shot from the wing. Anthony's got 13.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's become...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Money. 22 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He ended up with 50 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Gortat with the screen for Beal. He dishes it to Gortat. And Washington again with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. Here's Hicks. Gortat with the block. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Shoots from the high post. Offensive rebound. Here's Nene, and it's blocked by Hicks. To the paint. Here's Anthony, and it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Washington. Donald Sloan comes in for John Wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Verizon Center, give it up for your Wizard Girls. How about that, things? Your Wizard Girls. Go on, give them a hand.
New York on D. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Villanueva against Hansbrough. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded. 4 on the clock. Here's Beal. And Anthony sends it back. Follow the pass to Hicks. He's feeling it. Anthony can't hit. Wizards trail by 10. Porter with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Money, guarded by Porter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Sloan dishes to Gortat. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And again, it's New York.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. There's the dish to Hansbrough. And another miss by Washington. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Money. 26 points for him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Rebound, Washington.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Wall with the steal. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Hicks in at point guard. Williams is out there with Dallenberg. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Robinson in at the 3. Here's Hicks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Clock at 6. He feeds it to Dallenberg.
Wizards foul. Marcin Gortat. That's his second personal foul.
The first free throw is good. Anthony's checked in for Williams. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Wizards trail by 13. Here's Roberts, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Aaron Aflalo.
Shooting for Washington, Bryant.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Here's Money. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing from about 19 feet, and that's good for 2. Anthony's got 20 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Outside, Wall. Works a big high bounce and goes in.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
New York leading by 11.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Money, covered by Wall. Hicks passes to Aflalo. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Sessions. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. Here's Hicks. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first one falls. Washington making some changes. Porter's checked in for Brian Roberts, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Sessions. Robin Lopez is checked in for New York. Villanueva comes in for Glenn Robinson III. There's a screen by Gortat. Pass to Beal. The rebound by Hicks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Wizards trail by 15. And Wall kicks to Porter. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Beal. Villanueva with the steal. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Wall, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Donald's Sloan's checked in for John Wall. And he knocks down the first one.
All right. All right, let's keep it up.
Both free throws good from Hicks. Here's Sloan. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Feeds it to Porter. Here's Sloan, guarded by Hicks. Sloan shot is off. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Money. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the big lead becomes bigger They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Good. And it's now 26 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
It's Gortat with the drive, uses the glass to finish the layup. Gortat's got 13 points in the second half.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Money.
Sticking too much.
Six on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Wizards. Nene's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Sloan dishes to Gortat. Villanueva with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Hicks. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's 36 points for Freak.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Nene, the screen. Pass to Beal. To the inside. Here's Gortat. Great D that time from Hicks.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Kicks it to Afflalo. There's the pass to Villanueva. And again, New York with the triple.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Now here's Beal. Dishes it to Nene. There's a screen by Gortat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the... So no problem for New York as they get the...
Well, once again, your ability to make plays with your passing was a major factor in this one. How did you get the offense clicking?
Hey, listen, don't tell anyone, but I don't really think it's been me that's been getting this team going. There's so many great scorers on our roster that I think almost anyone who can throw a pass can look good with the way this team finished.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Freak. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was... And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Check out
our new episode of NBA 2K TV. We have an...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New York Knicks in New York. For New York, They have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans,
it's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Rodney Stuckey. The coaches really like the improvement he's made in practice from day one to now.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. But I really believe this is going to pay dividends for this team in the future.
Yeah, you don't always have to make the huge splash to make the biggest impact. A lot of times when you can just fill voids and find the right role players, that can be equally as important.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Warren, Booker out there at Bledsoe, and it's Chandler, and it's Lure in at the power forward position.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Chandler with the block, and the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. The Knicks shooting their first free throws here tonight. That's good from Lopez. Both free throws good from Lopez.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Jeff Hornacek.
Yes, Kevin, he said their focus has to be on the defensive end of the floor, going up against a team that's so crafty offensively. He said we can't have that many lapses because they will take advantage. Guys, we'll see how they do. Back to you.
And Doris, thank you so much. And guys, how do you view coach's strategy in terms of limiting those shooters?
Well, I think he knows how dangerous they can be if they get hot. So it's a sound approach. Defensively, though, they have to stick like glue to those guys.
That's absolutely essential. I mean, preventing high-quality shots has to be the highest priority. An absolute must.
Here's Bledsoe. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket from 12 feet out. Warren kicks to Bledsoe. The three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Money. He picked up 36 points in the last one against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And the shot is good.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Five on the clock. Taken away. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that ties it up.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Money, guarded by Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Stolen by Bledsoe. Now here's Booker, covered by Anthony. And Bledsoe, here we go. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Money. Here's Lopez. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Anthony against Bledsoe. Baseline try, and good on the basket. Book it. Bledsoe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Still Knicks ball.
Here's Afflalo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Clock at 4. Anthony. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Bledsoe. 8 points his last outing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Money. Here's Lopez. And there's the pass to Villanueva. Gets a very good look and converts. Villanueva's got his first points in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. Look at Eric Bledsoe. His last 10 games have been excellent, averaging about 18 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for New York. Calderon comes in for Aaron Afflalo.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Money. Knight grabs the board.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Feeds it to Lure. Passes to Warren. Here's Len. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Here's Money, and stolen by Knight. Here's Snell. Knight on the wing. Leaps for it. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Suns leading by 3. He feeds it to Moore. Fires the 3. The shot no good. So New York will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
The shot's good from Hicks.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Williams, a screen on Knight. And again, shot good from Hicks. Money's got 8.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
They've been sensational on the backboard. to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Money. 8 points for him. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Knicks lead by 1.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly,
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Money. So it's Phoenix now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out 1 or 2 guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
Hicks in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Charlie Villanueva. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. They're the group New York will start the second with. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards got down to business. He finished with 36 points, and that was just part of the story. He came away with a double-double for his troubles in that one. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
And again, it's New York. Bledsoe with 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Warren. Doubled by Hicks. For 3, Bledsoe. Bledsoe with another miss.
You know, they've built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounding. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
Here's Money. 10 points for him. And that one's good, Anthony.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Bledsoe. He kicks it to Lure. Chandler a screen. Back to Bledsoe. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's Money. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Villanueva with a screen on Bledsoe. Like it's 6. Phoenix with the ball. Suns trail by 8. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. Lure dishes to Bledsoe. And it's Lure, top of the key. Back to Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Booker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Booker's got his second bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Money, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Hicks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's Money. 12 points for him. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And Lure drops them both. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Money. 15 points in the game. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Hicks. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. That's good. Bledsoe's got 8 points in the quarter.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Anthony with the screen on Bledsoe. Hicks passes to Carmelo, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And so here is New York following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Six to shoot. Stolen by Bledsoe. And he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got 14.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Money, guarded by Bledsoe. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Check out the game for Money. He has 15 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Charlie Villanueva. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Alex Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Arthur comes in for Warren. Now here's Arthur. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Money, defended by Booker. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And the foul called on Freak. And we've reached...
Well, Carmelo.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal percentage to see that. You can't shoot the ball as well as we have without good movement, and it has been very good. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You know, Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker out there with Bledsoe. Then it's Chandler. Then it's John Lure. And it's Warren in at the 3. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for 2.
Good on both. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Money, guarded by Bledsoe. Kicks to Villanueva. New York moving the ball around. That pushes it to double digits. And that's 15 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Bledsoe outside. Inside, Lure. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Free throw good, Lure. He hits both from the stripe.
So far in the game for Lure, he's got 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Here's Money, who's got 19. Just 4 to shoot. Shot is off. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Suns trail by 8. Step back shot, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bledsoe's got 20 points.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's Money, defended by Booker.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Bledsoe. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Money. 1 points in the game. There's a good screen. The dish to Carmelo. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
It's stolen by Anthony. Fast break, here they come. He lobs it up.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Suns trail by 10. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Here's Money, guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Money, 6 to shoot. Anthony on the wing, lets it fly, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Oh, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their 3-point percentages for the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
Well, he's a prime example of why being a top-notch 3-point shooter comes in handy for a point guard.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Here's money after Eric Bledsoe's score.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backcourt.
No good from Hicks.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
The finish trips down the breakaway slam.
Reversed that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
By himself. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Jose Calderon, who's checked in for New York. The Knicks leading by 12. Here's Money. 27 points for him. Sinks that one from the post. Money's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Chandler a screen. Bledsoe dishes to Chandler, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Wasted no time on that one. That's now 32 points for Freak.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.